Alright, here we go. We're going to try a part 2. Quite embarrassed. Here's what happened. I took it off the go-kart, the engine, put it out here in the garage on the table, started looking at it, taking this off, that off. Took the exhaust off. It's pretty rusty. I'm not sure whether I'm going to replace the exhaust or keep the exhaust. I'm probably going to keep it. Just let it rust through. And anyways, yeah, so I'm probably going to keep the exhaust on there. I mean, it seems to be okay. Yeah, the gasket seems to be okay on it. I mean, it'll work. But yeah, the part I'm embarrassed about is I got spark, and it was such an easy fix. And I had seen videos of it many times, and it just didn't even dawn on me. I really thought the kill switch was put on the go-kart, and so I'm assuming because there's a wire for the kill switch, this is a new engine compared to the go-kart, because this thing isn't wired up, from what I can tell, to run the kill switch to the front of the go-kart. And yeah, on, off, it was off. I seen the button from the side. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I assumed it wasn't working. So yeah, we got the spark issue fixed. We took while the camera's off, I took the valve cover off. Looked at the valves. Valves appeared to be okay. So the spark plug, even the old spark plug here, so I'm gonna have a new spark plug. The old spark plug worked. Got the exhaust off. Carburetor is still off. Had to clamp the fuel line because the fuel was leaking all over on me. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to drain the oil. We're going to try to figure out how to drain the gas the rest of the way. I've got the 2 bolts on the back. For the gas tank off. They're off. Well, they're on there right now, but I can't get it to separate. I don't know why. Can't get it to separate. So I'm gonna maybe try to beat it with a hammer a little bit, figure out what's going on. First thing we're going to do though, is I know I have one more bolt in the front holding the gas tank on. I need to take that off. Need to take that off, but figure out how to get the gas tank off too. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to do an oil change. There's a plug in the back, and remember correctly, there's a plug in the front. I got mice in my garage that come in every now and then, so I plugged the exhaust and the intake. Yeah, there's another plug right here. Take the plugs off, drain the oil, try to figure out how to drain the gas the rest of the way, and then yeah, I'll be back to you here in just a minute, and then we'll figure out how to get that gas tank off the rest of the way. We'll replace a fuel line, because in the last video I had to cut the fuel line because the pin was rusted so bad and the fuel line was pretty wasted. Alright, be back to you in a minute. Okay, finally got the gas tank off. It was held on by a bolt on the front, and that thing was apparently really tight. So tight that it was stopping me from being able to even budge this thing. Alright, so now we have to take this fuel line off. That thing's rusty as hell too. Let's see what we can do. The governor on top. I think this is the governor. That thing was dirty as hell. Let's see. Well, it moves. I don't have pliers small enough. Alright, I'm replacing the fuel line anyways. We're gonna grab it with this. If it wants to come off. I broke that tab. Let's pry it off this way. How much you want to bet that thing goes all the way inside? I bet it does. Yeah, I'm an idiot. So I've got to take that off. 12 or 13? 12 or 13, do you know? It's going to be 12. Does that really go all the way in? Where's that connected? What is that? Is that the fuel filter? Can't be just that. Alright, let me flip this thing over, drain the rest of the gas out, and then we'll look into this a little bit more. Spray it down, see if I can just take it off the top. The little gasket looks a little cracked, but we're going to see what we can do for right now. Alright, I'll have you back in just a minute. Couldn't see a whole lot of what I was doing, could you? Alright, be back in a minute. Okay, we got some fuel line cut. I cut it a little bit longer than what it needs to be, so I can trim it back. We didn't cut off a whole lot. We didn't cut off a whole lot off of one end. I managed to pry it off. Should probably only need it to about there, but we'll figure it out in a minute. This is really stiff fuel line, so this is probably not the stuff I should be using. Because this is really difficult to slide on there. Do I need to get a new fuel line? Nope, we'll make it work. Probably try to heat it up just a little bit, make it stretch. But yeah, we'll be back in a minute when I get the new fuel line on. Alright, kind of got it on there for the most part. May not have the right ones. Oh no, that worked. Little pliers are great until you need bigger pliers. There we go. Come on. The struggle is real. Come on. Where's the old one? Oh, there it is. Same size. Alright, we're good. So that's going to hold that on. Put this back in here. Maybe. Alright, let me figure out how to put that back in there. That's not working. Can't do it at this angle for the camera. I'll be right back. Alright. Got most of it kind of put back on. Got the exhaust back on. Got the new fuel line on. Opening up the new carb. I figured I would just go ahead and get a new carb. I'm terrible, like I said, at doing carbs. So, opening it up out of the box, which you can't see because I'm going to deny you that. Well, out of the plastic. Now it's the box. Let's see. Couple new gaskets. That's the one I need. Oops. Seriously, it came with fucking fuel line. Oh well, hey, we have fuel line. Alright, what's that? An exhaust gasket? No. Which gasket goes where? let's see. Let's look at the old carb. Oh, is that what that plastic piece is? Is that plastic piece this? It is that. It is that. Do we really need to replace that though? So, the carb still has gas. Okay. There's a cat in my garage. Did you just pee in my garage, cat? Get out of my freaking garage. Yeah, a cat just totally came in and marked his territory in my garage. Okay. And, so, do I want to replace that? If I do replace that, let's see, the carb sits like this. I don't know what you can see. Yeah. Carb sits like this. So, there's the gasket still in the back. So it's going to be this one. Okay, so that one goes there. And then, Micro! Stop, Mark. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. Back to what I was doing. Again. Alright, let me look at these two for a little while, figure out where some of these pieces go. Like I said, I'm not good with carbs. Be right back. Alright, got the fuel line back on. Next is going to be the gasket. All right, next should be the air box. Let's see, no. Let's get these hooked up. Pretty sure that goes, yeah, I got it. That goes under. All right, let me get these hooked back up. And be right back. Okay, have most of it put back together. Still need to put the top on the airbox. So I'm getting ready to test fire it, see if we can actually get it to run a little bit. Once we can get it to run, we'll go out, we'll put it back on the go-kart, mount it back up, see what we can do to finish it up from there. I don't know why I have an extra gasket, it's scary. Anyways, so oh, I bet I know why. Damn it. So, let me take this part real quick. Take this back off. Because that's supposed to be a really thick gasket. Come on. No, I'm supposed to put a gasket there. I totally didn't put a gasket on. Because I am a genius. That could have ended up bad. I'm glad I noticed that. Alright, so put that back on. Where'd you going? Come on, clip. Seriously, start recording. Thought I was about to do something. I'm fighting with a clip. Okay. Mount this back up. A little trick I learned a long time ago. Try to thread it first, spin it a couple times, and then use an impact. That way you don't cross thread. Anyways, that's an extra piece because I didn't replace it. That's an extra piece because I didn't replace it. That I'm gonna say screw it for now. Totally didn't put the heat shield back on. Oh well. Let's see what I can do. I did have starter fluid. Oh, there it is. Ew. Okay, well, could do this the fun way. Turn that to on. Alright, well, we're going to do this then. I don't have any starting fluid, so we're going to use brake cleaner. Fuel is on. Fuel is on. Start. Started to do something. Let me move this off this table. This table is about to collapse on me. I'll be right back. Alright, fun times. I brought it out here, tried to start it up. I couldn't get it to start. Struggling. Couldn't figure it out. Put a new spark plug on it. Put a spark plug tester. It wasn't getting spark. I was starting to get really upset. Looked at the back of it and then I remembered, oh no, it's got an low oil sensor. So now I had to put oil in it, and hopefully that fixes it. It should fix it. Also, another issue is my gas can was sitting outside. It had a little bit of water in the neck of the gas can. So I may have put a little bit of water in with it. I'm hoping I can get it to start up and we can just kind of push the water through. So I really don't feel like draining this entire thing again. So we're going to try that. We're going to get some oil. We're going to put some oil on it, and I'll be back in a minute. Hopefully we can get it to start. Alright, got some oil in it. I'm going to try this again. It's on. Alright, got it to run. Smoking the WD-40 off the exhaust. Clean that up a little bit, try to get this thing down and back up and see what we can do. Alright, well, we are back. I rethreaded where the clutch goes onto. Just got done doing that. Put the engine on top. I got 2 more bolts to put in. Then put the nuts on the bottom. Strap it all down. Let me go ahead and put the belt on first. Bring you over to this side. Alright, so let's see. is that so tight suddenly? This sucks. You see what I'm doing? Yeah. Oh, the chain's off. There we go. Alright, let's get a couple bolts put in there. Let's try this again. It's not doing bad. Alright, the fuel cutoff takes forever to do. Once the fuel cuts off, then yeah, it stops. It just takes a while. Need to put the top back on the air intake. I'm going to get a new chain, get a new belt. Shouldn't be too long for those to come in. And once that is done, they're going to look at the brake works. The test of the brake. It's not the best brake in the world. It's like a steel strap that tightens around a drum. Yeah, everything seems to be working okay. Adjust the carb just a little bit. Other than that, yeah, I think she's fine. She's gonna work just fine. She's not a racing go-kart by any means. Just a little go-kart to go up and down the road a little bit. Might need some new seatbelts. The lights don't work. Yeah, the lights don't work at all because I don't have the right engine. I'm assuming this engine isn't the one that originally came on this go-kart, because the kill switch doesn't hook up, and yeah, there's nothing to hook the lights up to. So I'll probably have to get another flywheel just to get the lights to work. I'm not worried about the lights. Other than that, put the throttle cable back on. I'll do that when I get the new chain, get the new belt, and should have her up and running. Stick a little kid small enough to fit in that seat, and put a little air in these beat up tires. Hopefully they hold some air, and go from there. Alright, see y'all for the next part.